Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the Cryptoverse. Just gonna do a really quick episode here of Cliff Dwellers. It's been a little while since we did one. I'm just gonna post this over in the Telegram channel so those guys know we're doing it, and then we'll just look at where we are. All right. So just quickly, because I'm not gonna stay on super long. So Bitcoin had a little bit of a pullback here. I mean, not that substantial so far, about 5% or so. You can see Ethereum is down a grueling, now it's up. Now Ethereum's up 0.26% in the last day. But anyways, Bitcoin's down about 5% or so in the last day. We just had a pretty big pullback there in the last couple hours. If we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see it here. Anyways, we're at 55K. Ether is at 3901. For some perspective, Ethereum opened the day at 3928. Bitcoin opened the day a lot higher. I mean, Bitcoin has taken a little bit of a hit today. Bitcoin opened the day at 58.3. And remember, we did a stream yesterday where we were telling everyone to, keep an eye out on this area, because this was the same area we got rejected the day before, right? The same area we got rejected the day before. And so this is what we want to keep an eye on. And I'll probably do another video on this in a little bit, but I just wanted to go live really quick because everyone was like, I was getting messaged by people and whatnot. 5%. I mean, 5% in a day is really nothing. But we should at least look to see where the bull market support band is again. So the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. And guys, whenever we do test it, we may not even hold it in the short term. If it is a double peak cycle and we repeat what 2013 did, we actually did not hold it in the short term. We got back above it relatively quickly, but we did have a weekly close below it. So, let's not discount anything. But anyways, right now the bull market support band ranges from about 49,000 up to, or actually 47.2K up to around 49,000. So we're really not that far away from the 20-week SMA from the current prices. It would be about a 10 to 11% drop to get to the 20-week SMA. So it really wouldn't even be that big of a drop to go to that level. And again, it's not, the purpose of this bull market support band is not to say that we have to hold it, although it would be nice if we did. It's more so to say that the nature of the market changes whether you're above it or below it. Okay, so if you're above it, altcoins can recover relatively quickly on any of these weeks that Bitcoin's dumping. Okay, so altcoins can recover relatively quickly. On the other hand, when you're below the 20-week SMA, like in this region, then it makes it a lot harder for altcoins to have some level of confidence. But actually, you can see right now the Ethereum daily candle is in fact still green. I mean, it is in fact still green. So just a lot of volatility here. You can see how quickly sentiment can change in the market. But right now we're at 39.39. We just had a wick down on Ethereum. Wow, the Ethereum wick went all the way down to 36.58. Whew. 36.58 in like an hour. Look at that drop right there. 36.58 or so on that drop. So I'm sure a lot of people, if they were highly leveraged, they're probably getting liquidated. But anyways, Bitcoin is currently down about 5.3% on the week. Something we might want to look at are monthly candles. These are the monthly candles, and this is the first one, our first monthly candle for a long time. The last one was in September. We finally had a red one in April, and now currently we're red in May. For us to have a green monthly candle in May, we need to close above 57,791.44. So we need to close above that in order for Bitcoin to have a green monthly candle. Okay, so, and we have also discussed, right? We have also discussed the idea of what if, right? What if we get some type of just long consolidation period? And, it could look something like this for all we know, right? Where it does something like that, and we get just some really long consolidation period like we got before we ultimately trend higher. That's just something to keep in mind. So anyways, Bitcoin's now at 55,290. The Bitcoin wick took us down. Let's see where Bitcoin took us to. Bitcoin took us all the way down to around 43,783. Or sorry, not 43, 53,790 or so. Maybe a little bit lower, 53,770. That's where we went relatively quickly there. So obviously there's some people that are taking profits. Maybe they're scared and they want to take profits. Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking profits in a bull market, let me assure you. And also remember too, we talked about the idea of a bounce off the 100-day, and so far it's been a bounce off the 100-day, but no new all-time high. Okay, we have not gotten to a new all-time high just yet, and so that's that is something to keep in mind. Is that, hey guys, I mean, everyone's super bullish, and I see everyone talking about a $300,000 Bitcoin by September. That's actually a pretty tall order. It's a pretty tall order to go to 300K by September. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we have much of a chance at all to go to 300K by September. But we'll see. I mean, we'll certainly watch the market every day and see what happens. But it just seems like a too tall of an order for me, especially considering we moved up relatively quickly and have not spent super long time periods yet in consolidation. This one probably the longest one. If you say we intraday here, we've been in it for about 81 days. So anyways, Ether USD right now is at 39.50 on the daily time frame. It's still green on the daily time frame because we opened at 39.28. I imagine Ether Bitcoin took a little bit of a hit there. Not so bad at 0.071. Looks like we even had a wick. Look at the wick on Bitcoin. It went pretty close to the 100-day SMA, around that area. But anyways, I just wanted to come on live, do a quick video to sort of show where we are. I'm not going to stay on super long, but let's see how's everyone doing. And by the way, if you're new to crypto, have you started to become battle hardened yet? Has that, if you're new in 2020 or 2021, you probably start to become somewhat battle hardened. I imagine many, you probably see other people talk about being battle hardened from all these crazy moves. You probably wonder why. It's because you live through this every other week. So every other week, right, we're getting some type of correction. So let's see. Again, we also discussed, and we'll probably do a video on this soon. We did a video on it last week. The cross of the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. Historically, a lot of times this means a fairly imminent test of the 20-week, and the 20-week is now at 49K. So that might be an area to watch out for in the event of a continued dump. But we'll obviously have to take it one day at a time. There's still a lot of time in the week, and by the end of the week, we'll be getting a new 20-week SMA, and by that time, the 20-week SMA will probably go over $50,000. So, all right. Someone says he came in January and it doesn't phase him much. Yeah, it phases you less and less the more you go on. Yeah, I don't see 300K this year. Again, that's something I would not mind being wrong about. Like, I would not mind being wrong about a $300,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. I certainly would. I wouldn't bet the family farm on it. Anyways, I mean, right now we're still in some long consolidation. It seems we still haven't. Bitcoin still has not made any consequential moves. Below the $45,000 level, which is where we sort of have a bottom over here, and has not gone back above like 64, 65K. In fact, the weekly tops are closer to around 60K. Only we had some daily moves that took us all the way up to around 64.8K or so. But anyways, just want to do a quick update. Hopefully this is, I mean, it is what it is, guys. I mean, this is the same market conditions we've been in forever. Bitcoin's down 4% on the day. Ethereum's up 1.4. Ethereum's up 1.46% on the day. I gotta say, I'm not sad about that. Dogecoin's down 16% on the day. I've never celebrated Tether flipping anything, but if Tether wants to flip Dogecoin, I will not be sad about that. Cardano is all the way down here, so 53 billion. XRP 48. Dot took a little bit of a hit here, 33 billion. Let's see, Uniswap down 6%, Chainlink down 10%. VeChain down 11. Just looking at some of the different coins. All right. All right, well, should we wrap it up here? And I want to do like a full video on the 20-week SMA and do that, because we're getting relatively close to it. So the odds are going up that we test it relatively soon, as we mentioned last week when we got our cross, or a couple weeks ago when we got our cross. I mean, I do think Bitcoin will eventually go to 300K. I'm not optimistic about it going to 300K this year. All right. Ether is he's doing somewhat okay. We're still at 0.071. Yesterday we opened up at 0.06. No, that was 2 days ago. Yesterday we opened up at 0.066. Today we opened up at 0.067, and we're currently at 0.071. So anyways, the consolidation period continues. No imminent breakout above 60K, at least not immediately. So the consolidation period continues. Cal says maybe take some profits and buy a computer with a quieter fan. And maybe I should actually get like a desktop. This is a laptop, so I probably always hear the noise. It's because my laptop gets pretty loud. No, I mean, right now we're at 55.4. We opened the day at like 58, right? 58,324. So we've actually dropped around $3,000. So Bitcoin's dropped around $3,000 on the day at the current prices, and to this wick it dropped around 5,000. But again, these are pretty much par for the course in crypto. Yeah, the kids are keeping me up. Yeah, they are. All right. All right, well, why don't we wrap it up there? I mean, you guys can see it's sort of calmed down here a little bit. We're at 55.4. We'll see. We'll see what happens here in the short term. But remember, the 20-week SMA is down at 49K, or the 100-day SMA, which is what we held a few weeks ago, is now at 53,128. So we're only a couple thousand away from that. But we actually had a wick pretty close to it. All right, I'm too tired to continue. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out the Telegram channel. You can find a link to that in the description below. Thank you guys for tuning in.